Hey, welcome back. It's Lynn JT here from Achieve the Birth You Want. And today I wanted to just take a moment to look back on the year with you. Watch till the end so you get my gift to you, a free download MP3 meditation so you can kickstart the new year with power and control. Now, I'm all big on self-improvement. So I was watching Marie Forleo TV and her latest video was 3 questions to ask yourself before setting your New Year resolutions. I've taken those questions and I've tweaked them ever so slightly for mums specifically, because I think we do have a whole separate set of problems and challenges. Even if you're just pregnant, you're not with your born baby yet. Your motherhood has already started. So 1, what's your proudest mummy moment or uncelebrated win? Now, I've said mummy moment, but as I said, if you're pregnant, this is just what's your proudest moment? What's the thing you're most proud of this year, your biggest achievement? It might be actually just getting pregnant, but there are loads of other uncelebrated mummy moments that you'll have once you have your kids. Yeah, just give yourself a pat on the back for that. It's been developing BB's language skills. Because she's brought up bilingual and I normally speak to her in French, her language developed a lot slower, or her speech did anyway. Her language and her comprehension was always there, but she didn't really start verbalizing till a lot later compared to other children. I think that language is really the key to being able to express her emotions, and that's what's going to make her happier. It's what's going to make our communication easier. It's going to allow us to get along better. There'll be less frustration. All in all, I really think language and communication is the key. I've been doing a lot of reading with her and finger pointing on things and alphabet songs, and all of a sudden I'm seeing results. She's starting to recognize, she can recognize B, T. Just today she went, that's a T. I was amazed. You know, she's not a prodigy child, but it's a step in the right direction that proves to me that all the hard work that I've been putting into this is paying off, and it's encouraging. The second question is, what's one parenting mistake you've made? And more importantly, what's the lesson you've learned from it? It doesn't have to be a parenting mistake. If you're pregnant at the moment and don't have other children, what's this other big mistake that you feel you've fallen into this year? Let yourself down. I think the nice thing about verbalizing that or writing it down just lets you get it off your chest, make peace with it, and you can let it go. Well, I don't think I've just got one. I went back on what I wanted to do. I always thought that I could hold back from having an argument with my husband in front of baby, and that I would never show her that type of anger. But it has happened a couple times, maybe once when it was really bad, where you just have those arguments. It happens, and it doesn't mean that, your marriage is going down the drain or anything. I think it's normal, and most kids experience this. But I was reading up on this because I got quite concerned that she was affected by it. Because that day, even after I kind of resolved things with my husband, when I got back to her and I wanted to play with her, she was kind of upset with me. She didn't want to play with me. She was ignoring me. She didn't want to talk to me. She didn't want to do any of the usual things that we do. She was just blanking me out. So I read up a little bit on this, and the best advice that I came across was to act out your reconciliation with your husband in front of your child. And that might sound ridiculous, but when you think about it, it makes so much sense. They see us fight all the time, but they see conflict, but they don't see the resolution. They don't see us make up, because that just generally happens behind closed doors. When they've gone to bed, we've got a good opportunity to shout at each other and talk it through, but they don't see that process, and they don't see the end result. It's just one moment you're fighting, the next moment you're pretending that everything's okay. So we've started doing this and this is definitely what I will do if this ever happens again, is to act out in front of her our apologies. So we're saying sorry to each other and making a big hug, kiss. I think it did make a difference to Bibi. She's fine now. It's not like she's traumatized or anything, but that's definitely one lesson, one tough lesson that I learned. And then finally, the third question is, what's one parenting hang-up you're going to drop in the new year? I think every mum and dad suffers from mum guilt, parenting guilt. No one's perfect. No one's getting this right all the time. And there are chronic guilt trips that we suffer from. So I won't be telling you mine in this video. What I will be telling you though is that my channel mom vlogger friend, Jules, she is absolutely wonderful, and she is doing a roundup post on on this question. So I'm going to post my question, my response over to her, so you'll see me in her video. And I'll leave the link at the end of this video so you can catch up on it there when it comes out. So there you go. 3 very powerful questions to ask yourself before the end of the year, and before you start writing all those New Year resolutions. Take a good look back and keep your eyes on the horizon. I would absolutely love to hear what your answers were to these 3 questions. So please write them in the comments box below. I'm so curious. I hope you've enjoyed this or found this helpful in some way. If you did, please like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my next videos, which are all about your pregnancy and parenting mummy woes. Hoping to take you with me into the new year, where I will be on it like a car bonnet, and lots of fun to come. My gift to you is just in the description box. Click the link and download your free MP3 meditation, Power and Control.